download using the internet for nefarious purposes. There are more than a few drug cartels, money launderers, and human traffickers who do business online. Google's trying to find ways to use the same kind of technology that can ferret out online bargaining or some obscure fact about a TV show or movie to disrupt international crime.
Well, coming up, we check in with our entertainment queen after 7 minutes.
Here's a big, warm invitation to visit North Dakota this summer. You'll arrive as our guest, but with all the fun adventures you'll have, when you return home, you just might leave a legend. To find accommodations and all our legendary attractions and upcoming events, start planning your trip online today at NorthDakotaLegendary.com. Then come out and have the best road trip since Lewis and Clark. Arrive as our guest in North Dakota and leave a legend.
CJME weather is for Connexus Arts Center. Your evening of entertainment starts now. 2 feet in Vino and the Marshmallow Moon, October 8th. Showers into the evening, a high of 25 and a low of 17. Tomorrow, mainly cloudy, 30% chance of showers early in the morning with a risk of a thunderstorm and a high of 30 degrees. Thursday, sunny, a high of 31. Currently in Swift Current, fog in the area and 15. Moose Jaw, cloudy and 18 degrees. Weyburn, yesterday, light rain, 18 degrees. And in Regina, yes, the rain's still coming down and it's 18 degrees.
306. 306.
The easiest number in Saskatchewan.
Join the conversation with Regina's Morning News.
Send us a text.
306. 306.
My name is Laurie from Battleford. Love you, Craig. You're a funny guy and bring a lot to the round table. But I grew up with horses and going to rodeos, and it's like everything else now. Instant info makes things seem like it happens all the time. In reality, there hasn't more than 50 horses go down in the last 20 years.
Well, I agree with that. 50 horses too many, but I agree with that. What you're saying.
Here's another one from Lee in Saskatchewan. Horse murder, they be hamburger otherwise. Tell Craig to stick to movie reviews.
And I said, when we read that during the break, Roger Ebert won a Pulitzer Prize for doing movie reviews, and it was because he brought the context of news and the larger world into those movie reviews.
Darren from Saskatchewan. Random horse murdering? What a horse for dollars, he says. Anyway, horse murdering, boo! If you have no knowledge of the sport, be either open-minded enough to learn and keep your uninformed opinions to yourself. But I do that. This is a round table.
I have to spout my uninformed opinions.
And before you call
that balance.
I was debating about whether we were actually... I don't know how you even got to that. Oh, it was a Pam Anderson thing.
Yeah. And I said I disagree with Pam Anderson, and yet everyone who doesn't hear. I'm under the bus.
No, you're right.
Okay.
It's just a small bus.
Yeah.
There's not too many people on it, and I'm sure you'll survive. Saw this story today. Pew Institute, Pew Research Center in Florida is at least the one I know is down there. There's probably all over the place. The Pew Research Center's Project for Excellence in Journalism says that many people now are using YouTube as a major platform for their news. Viewers are turning for eyewitness videos to YouTube as opposed to TV news or radio or newspapers. So I guess my question, and I don't know whether either of you can answer it, is that okay? Are we cool with people going to YouTube for our news?
I think it's interesting. I mean, I think as with anything else, you got to be really skeptical. I mean, it's really cool that you can instantly see some news story unfolding. I mean, I think of the guys pepper spraying some of the students at the demonstrations in the States there earlier in the year and last year. But I almost think, and I got to be careful saying this in here because we work really hard to do a good job, but on a bigger scale, news is almost doing this to itself. There's actually an episode of The Newsroom this week, the HBO show, where they kind of focused on this. Gabrielle Gifford, if you remember, you know, they completely are following each other on the wire, and no one's reporting anymore. They're more like news packagers. In fact, Walter Cronkite said he would have reported on Gabrielle Gifford much differently in the 80s than if he was doing it now, where you know, NPR kind of wrongly announced it, and then everybody followed suit, and it was taken as gospel.
I think it's good if you use it to add to what you're hearing, right? Because on some level, what